Get the fuck up.
Zai's good.
Woo!
What do you
Wow.
Woo! Nice intro. It's
Yeah,
good to have
right.
our intro music so that we can hear it, man. That's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
we heard some of it.
We heard some of it.
Okay.
Nobody asked you. It's just me and you tonight, bro. No DJs out.
Wow, no DJ Zai?
Yeah.
Well, DJ Zai, I know he's out there DJing somewhere or something, right?
Exactly.
You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
He out there getting that money.
I ain't mad at him, man.
Yo, okay, so welcome to tonight's episode of Old Man Gang. Got a great show for y'all tonight. We're gonna talk about some generational issues. We're definitely gonna get into some relationship stuff because that's what y'all like to talk about, man.
Absolutely,
We love to hear, we love to give the people what they want to hear, man.
Absolutely, man.
So, what's popping with you, man? What's
First
going
of
on with
all,
you?
let me say that you look absolutely fabulous.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
I had to put on my Sunday best. Today we got a new spot. We're at our new location.
A
bro.
new location.
What do you
man.
think? What do you think?
I
of the
think
spot?
it's beautiful in here, man.
Yeah.
It looks great, man. I feel great.
Yes.
You know, the weather's got a little nice today. You know, the birds was chirping. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, the mini skirts will come out, the little feet will be out, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know how that goes.
We're at our new location.
The Prestige Palace
In
in
Freeport.
Freeport, New York.
Shout out to my man Kirk, the owner, and his lovely wife who let us in. And yeah, we're gonna be doing it here. So listen, this is a wonderful venue. If you guys are ever looking for a spot to throw a party, birthday party,
Yeah.
bridal shower, anything like that, man, hit up the Old Man Gang and we got the plug, man. We'll get you the hookup on the spot right here in Freeport, Long Island. You ain't gotta go to the city, you ain't gotta go to Queens. Come right here in Freeport, man.
Yeah,
This is
man.
a beautiful ass spot. Big space. It's a big space. Got VIP area, chandeliers,
Yeah.
curtains, a full bar. Spot is nice, bro.
Yeah, it's got a nice stage if you want to do some karaoke or some real singing. Or, who knows, you know?
Absolutely.
A band, whatever you got.
Absolutely. So let's get right into our topic today. Let me go.
Okay, what do we got?
All right, so money,
Money,
love,
love,
and ego.
and ego. Wow.
Which one is more important, man?
I would say money at this point in my life.
Yeah, because if you don't got money,
You ain't got no money, ain't nobody gonna love your ass. And
and
your ego ain't gonna be
if
too
you don't
good
got
either.
money or love, you ain't gonna have no ego.
You ain't gonna have none of that.
And I see that's why money came first. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yo, listen. So, what happens when your woman makes more money than you? Would you have a problem with that?
That's a good question. I've never come across that situation yet.
Yeah.
But it may be difficult if your woman makes more money than you because it may make you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? If your woman has to take the lead financially and when you're supposed to be the man, that's supposed to be your department. But I'm sure there's relationships where it actually works. So every situation is different. But
mean,
for me, I had to go out there and get some more money. You know what I mean?
You would feel funny if your wife made more money than you?
I don't.
Not that I would feel funny, but the man is supposed to, that's the man's department, you know what I mean? Even though they have some men that they love to cook, so they cook. So in different relationships, it works a different way. But as far as I'm concerned, I need to figure out a way to make more money than you. That's it.
You got to figure it out,
I
right?
got to figure it
Why
out.
can't you just be happy she's making good money?
Yeah, because women and men view money differently. They do.
Absolutely, I agree. There's a certain dynamic that takes place when the woman has more money. It puts them in a position of power.
Yeah, the power to say, get the,
Yeah,
get the,
it
they
puts-
don't need
Oh,
you.
okay.
it puts them in a position of power, so it makes it difficult for you to.
So you would rather be the one in that position of power?
I mean, I've been in the position where my significant other made more money than me, and
You didn't like it.
it doesn't work well.
Doesn't work well.
Doesn't work well. You know what I'm saying?
So that's ego.
and I've had to grind and do multiple things to provide different sources of income in order to match what she makes, and then you still get flack for not being able to match that income. So
Yeah.
it's a really tough dynamic when,
It is, man.
when you're in that position. So I don't like it. I don't.
Yeah, because check it out. Listen, now listen. Now when a man gets a lot of money, right? They say, you know what? I can take care of my family. I can get this. I can buy this. I can get this. I can make sure everything is good. When women get a whole bunch of money, they say, oh, I don't need a man now.
Not all women say that.
But I'm not saying they say that directly, but this is the way they carry themselves. If they don't need a man financially, it's hard for you to infiltrate their life.
Yeah.
Well,
and-
I don't
I'm telling you,
know
because
about that.
you're expendable.
So, do you feel it's difficult to maintain the respect factor and intimacy if the woman makes more money than you?
Yeah, because sooner or later she's gonna let you know that she makes more money. She's gonna.
Not it's
Well,
always, it's
probably
always sooner.
sooner.
It's always sooner.
She might not say it directly, but she's gonna make sure that she reminds you who's making the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you said, a man has to have a real level of security in order to be with a woman that makes a lot of money. Like look at somebody like Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj had a dude, I think he was a bodyguard.
Yeah.
And she obviously makes a ton more than him. Same thing with Britney Spears and all. They want regular guys, or they believe that they want regular guys, but at the end they don't want regular guys. They want a man that's gonna make more money than them, that's gonna take care of them, that's gonna provide them with security and comfort. And then that's when they'll respect them. They're never gonna respect you the way that you need to be respected if they make more money than you. It just won't happen.
Especially if it's substantially more, then the more money, then the more problems you're gonna have.
Absolutely.
But
absolutely.
What I say is get out there and get some more money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Step up your game.
I mean, it's easy.
Or find broke women. I don't know.
One or the other.
One or the other. Whatever comes
find
first.
Your broke chick. All right, leave a message. Leave a message in the chat. Let us know what you think. All right. So DJ Mark said, "No finance, no romance."
No finance, no
romance.
And
he says she wearing the pants. You know,
she wearing the pants. If she gonna take them off?
Yeah. If she making more money, then technically she does feel like
she's wearing the pants.
She's wearing the
and
pants.
then she don't want to take them off. Because,
and they let you know that shit. That shit. No, that's no good.
No.
He said they don't need us.
Yeah.
He said men have been replaced by the rose.
The rose got us.
I like Mark. I
agree. Got money and a rose.
I agree. Yo, they don't need us.
All right.
Forget about it.
Listen, true.
It happens, Carmela.
It's true.
I don't know if you got a dandelion over there in your house, but you need to work on, do something.
Where does ego fall into play in this whole scenario?
Ego plays into the whole scenario, because if you're a man, your woman makes more than you, your ego is probably bruised. Like beat up pretty good.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Now you gotta be emasculated. What's she gonna give you, like a little, what they call that? What they give the kids?
What?
Allowance. See
allowance.
that?
Give you a little allowance.
It escaped me. They're gonna give you like a little allowance. Like, hey, you know what?
My God.
I know you broke. Go out and get yourself something. Like, what?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't take it?
I probably would take it, but then I'd take it with like, ew, bitch
Nah,
ass.
but
Come on, man.
A lot of men wouldn't take it.
If you're a man, you're supposed to be the provider. A man is supposed to be the provider.
Yeah.
Now people can infiltrate and call it all kind. Oh, I'm doing this, so I'm providing. I'm watching the kids, so I'm providing. But they're just changing the definition of the word.
All right. So if now we're talking about roles. So if a man is supposed to be provider, and protector, I agree with you on that. What is the female's role? Now be careful. We got mostly female audience.
The female's role is supposed to be a helper. She's supposed to help the man get to the right position. You know what I'm saying? He provides security, and she helps him to get where he needs to get.
Do you guys agree with that? Do you guys agree with that?
You know what I mean?
Are there specific roles for a female that is technically maybe not working or just making less money than the man? What should your role be? Should you be required to have sex with your man whenever he wants it? Should you be required to cook and clean? Should you be required to do these things?
Required?
Ladies, let us know.
That's not a good word. They're not gonna appreciate that.
I know they don't have to appreciate it, but I feel like if you're a wife, not a girlfriend,
you're required to do that.
Not a fiance. I think that's part of the package. It doesn't have to be every time, or it doesn't have to be when you want it. But if you have signed a legal document that says you promise to love, honor, and obey this person until death,
you
you've
don't
already
like that
stated
obey
that part.
Oh my God.
But so Lady Raz says, as long as he can pay some bills, provide and protect, respect, loyalty, and provide conversation, then we good. That sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds good today.
Sounds
Until
good.
it's time to go on vacation, this thing got $35.
Pay some bills. So what are we talking about? Phone bill? You know what I'm saying? What you got to pay
my bills.
Pay the PSCG
pay my
bill?
telephone bills. I don't think you do. Nah, me and you are through. That's what's gonna happen to you.
Oh my God.
You're gonna get Beyonce right the fuck out of here.
Yeah. She said, it's a modern world. Roles can be shared or reversed. Any partner.
That's what women always say.
Any partner in the relationship can provide. Any partner in the relationship can provide, but it does not mean that that's going to make the relationship equally yoked and equally balanced.
You can't tell a woman what to do if they're making $200,000. What are you gonna say? I don't want you going out tonight.
$70,000.
You're gonna be like, ain't you got to go to work early in the morning? I just washed the janitor clothes. I'll be back.
You think that's how it go down?
It's gonna go. What are you gonna do? Domestic violence, her? It's not gonna happen, bro. She's gonna do whatever she wants to do. You can't control these women. It's
so
like
you feel
Carmela.
like you can't control a woman if she makes more money than you?
Absolutely, like Carmela. You think she's gonna listen? She don't even listen to herself. Forget about it. I'm not gonna listen to him, man. Forget about it.
So Lady Raz says we both can cook, clean, and have date night.
Yeah.
Yes, cheers to me. Sherry,
but
she
he better
says,
be,
it all depends on the dynamic of the home. It only becomes an issue when insecurities, poor communication, or pressure to fit traditional roles come into play.
She wrote all that?
Yes.
Lady Razzmatazz ain't got no man. She got all
No,
that free time.
that's Sherry. That's Sherry.
Sherry. Oh, that's
So,
a psychologist. Wait
yes.
a minute.
So she said it all depends on the dynamics, and it becomes an issue when insecurities and poor communication. So basically she's saying that if you don't communicate what the issues are, if the man has insecurities, a lot of times it's because the woman has projected those insecurities on the man.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Like, because if your woman makes you feel secure in your position, whether it be, the protector or the provider or just, the support system, if she makes you feel secure in that position, then it is possible for you to have a successful relationship. But she's right. It does require communication.
It does.
And a lot of...
And sacrifice. As a man, you have to sacrifice some of your masculinity to the woman that makes more money.
You think so?
You do, because if she makes more money than you, women have a certain mindset that you certain things are just not going to do. You're just not going to do it. Whereas if they need that money not to be homeless, then they might.
You think that's sacrificing masculinity just because you're with a woman that makes more money than you? I don't think you're less of a man.
I don't think it makes you less of a man, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's not the right way to acknowledge it, but I think it does have to. You have to reel yourself back some.
What if you have kids and you're the stay-at-home dad?
No, fuck
Me?
that. Fuck that.
Stay at home with
You're
who?
not gonna do that?
If I got a wife, I'm gonna stay home with the kids.
Because the wife is working, making more money than you.
Listen, I've done that.
No,
Okay, when my kids were little,
I'm not doing that. Don't they got daycare?
yeah,
But you're gonna pay more for daycare. You may as well stay home and take care of the kids.
I might as well stay home.
when my kids were little, I had a non-traditional job where I was able to stay home. where I was able to stay home during the week, and I only had to work on the weekend. So I was home with the kids during the week, pick them up from school, what have you.
But did you like that? You got to bond
I mean,
with
I
your
enjoyed
kids.
it. I did enjoy it, but I feel like looking back, I did get some residual resentment from not being the provider at that time. You know
But
what I'm
why,
saying?
if that was what the role was at the time?
Yeah,
But that's not. That sounds good.
Exactly.
In theory,
It sounds
but
good
in
in
practice,
theory, but now
no.
when it's all said and done, I find out that there is resentment from me not being the one that had the major income and being the major provider.
Yeah, I can
Even
see
though
it.
I was there with the kids and made sure that she was in school and she was working and she was doing whatever she needed to do, just because I wasn't providing all of the money because I was doing other things.
I know what happened. She came home and looked on the couch like broke ass nigga.
Probably.
Get
You know
your
what I'm
ass
saying?
up. What's for dinner?
So a lot of Lady Raz says she's never treated them less than a man.
It's not necessarily that you treat them less than a man, but I think unintentionally it's still there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they might do it intentionally, but when women have a certain amount of security with their own money, they just don't need you like that.
Yeah.
So they'll tolerate very little or nothing to
I
get rid of
agree.
you. They're not gonna worry about being homeless.
I
If they
agree.
had that thought in their head, they might treat you a different way.
I agree.
Really?
Absolutely. Carmela, if you couldn't afford your rent.
Some women might prefer to be homeless.
No, I don't think so. You ever been homeless?
No.
Exactly.
Do you think that a man that has dealt with with this type of situation can have trauma, residual trauma from dealing with that could transmit into his like life
Yeah.
when he has kids, and maybe he could project that onto his kids because
Yeah, you can.
he had issues.
Like it can go both ways. If you become more successful, maybe you be too boisterous and too aggressive. And if you become less successful, then you're gonna regress and then you're gonna be depressed. You know what I mean?
See, that's generational trauma, and a lot of
Yeah.
times in Black love, you have generational trauma, and this what causes broken homes,
Yeah.
trust
Well, we must
trust
have
issues.
trauma. We got a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you have childhood trauma, it kind of transmits into adult trauma, and it causes you to have issues with your partner.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
Let's lighten up the mood a little bit. Everybody has heard about this debate online about 100 men versus a gorilla.
Versus silverback, right?
Silverback. What do you
Really?
think? You taking? If you had to bet, if you had 100 freaking 100
No
like
weapons.
killers, like 100 real militant army dudes or
And like,
whatever,
A silverback is pretty
well
big.
trained men.
I think 100 could take.
Wait,
I think they could
against
overwhelm
one
them.
silverback?
A gorilla,
Yeah.
yes, a silverback
Yeah, but
gorilla.
a silverback gorilla is very strong.
That has been, the
But I
like
think
I'm on my
I
timeline
think the
and
sheer-
everybody is talking about it. People have different, different opinions. They think that 100 well-trained, smart, intelligent men could have. Somebody said, all right, you get 5, and it was your man Will Mills. Shout out to Will Mills. He said, yo, fuck that. If it was 100 of me, he's like, I have 5. Grab one arm like this, 5 grab the other arm like
Grab
that.
one arm.
You kick him in the nuts, and then you gouge out his eyes. You don't think it's happening?
No, I mean, I wouldn't particularly join that group. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and the only way that is happening is if somebody's sacrificing their life, like a lot of people.
Yeah,
you know
maybe,
what I'm saying?
maybe like 30 people got to go down. and
Yeah,
then
be
they
like,
can-
all right, you go next.
No, they got to go all at once.
They have to fight him all
Can you
together.
imagine? Can you imagine you like, on the line, and then like, all right, 10 people get just smashed, and you up next, and it's me and you. Like, you go, no, you
No.
go, no, you go.
Y'all may as well run.
We running.
But think about
Right?
this. Think about this scenario, right? So say, not you, but you as a man, right?
Okay.
So there's a silverback gorilla loose in your village. We'll say village, right?
In the village of Freeport?
Yeah, in the village
Okay.
of Freeport, and this
At the 7-Eleven.
is trying to, you
Trying to buy
gotta
coffee
protect your family.
from the silverback?
So yes, from the silverback.
So wait a minute, 100 men against the silverback. Now you
No,
want me?
now just
now
you.
What I'm saying is, do you think that you would, get involved with that fight if you had to get the silverback out of the village in order to protect your family?
No, we're gonna get in the car and leave the village. What the fuck you mean, man? I'm not getting involved with that. Did you see King Kong?
King Kong ain't got nothing on me, man.
No, we're gonna get in the car and we going that
Yeah,
way.
but what if your kids was there?
The kids can fit in the back seat, right?
Oh my God.
What do you mean?
Yeah, that reminds me of a story.
Oh.
I just heard. I just heard this on the news. Tell me if you heard it. Probably not, but it was just somebody posted it. There was this dude that his wife and daughter were getting kidnapped and assaulted, and he hid under the bed. He hid under the
You're
bed
joking.
and let his wife and daughter get kidnapped.
Well, somebody has to be there to witness,
Yeah, no.
Nah,
no.
pack him up, get him out of here, bro.
He hit. This
Yo,
is a joke.
can you imagine if your daughter?
Yeah, that's
Now, can you imagine if your daughter, that happened to your daughter? God
You know,
forbid.
all those movies,
and,
ain't they
and her
supposed to-
boy, and you found out her boyfriend just let it happen. Nah,
Yeah.
he can't.
He's
He
supposed
catch
to
it.
do like those movies, like Lifetime, like he's supposed to get from under the bed and find a weapon and then hit him in the back. of
Under the
head.
bed.
Niggas got guns, bro.
Yeah, well,
A
that's why he
weapon?
stayed under the
Like
bed,
what, a
Chris.
bat?
Niggas got
he didn't want
guns.
to get shot. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but that's your job.
no,
Like,
he's allergic to bullets, Chris. That's what happened.
nah, that's your job. You gotta do
That
something.
is your job to protect him.
You gotta do something.
what
You
I'm
can't
saying?
you can't let your family take the L. Like, as a man, you like
Yeah, that's foul.
you're sworn, as a man to
It's your
protect
daughter anyway. Come on, man.
to
You gotta,
protect your family. Like, yo, take me. Like, even in the movies, they're like, yo, take me instead. And that's what I would do. Like, yo, just let them go. Take me instead. It's time for our individual segments. Do you got anything to get off your chest today?
get off your chest.
You
I
got
do-
anything that you want to just get off your chest?
I do got something to get off my chest today.
Talk about it.
Today, I want to get off my chest these young children today. Because these children have no discipline and no respect for the older generation. They just out of control. Now I seen this young man today. I was in the store. I was saying, let me go get me some coffee this morning. And he was in the store with his mother, and I think that he wanted something that he couldn't get.
Okay.
And he was like, I want this, I want that. He's like, no, we can't get that right now. He's like, what do you mean? I can't get that. He's like, no, we can't get it till later. And he's like, that's why I hate you. Now, if I would have said that to my mother, I don't even know if we'd be on this show right now.
No, we definitely would not.
The kid was maybe like 11 or 12 years old, and he said it with such disdain, with like no remorse and no, like he does it all the time. And this is his mother.
He said it to his mother?
That's his mother. It was in the store. So if he's saying these things in the store in public, what is he actually saying at home? I think kids have lost the fear of consequences. Because what are you gonna do? Send them to their room? You gonna take away their phone so now they can't communicate with you? You took away my phone. I couldn't call you. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? How do you actually punish these kids nowadays?
Right.
You can't punch them in the chest. You know what I'm saying? Like my father would come and get the belt, beat my ass at school. They would say, "Oh, you got your ass beat." And you're suspended.
Been at school before too. Right?
I got beat
in middle school too, not in elementary.
So the principal was like, "All right, you're suspended. You can't come back for 2 days." Cause thank God, cause I couldn't sit there and motherfucker tore my ass up. But nowadays you can't. I mean, even though I don't know if that's the right thing to do, you know, but kids don't have any fear of consequences.
Yeah.
So today's get it off my chest is, man, fuck these kids up because they out of control, man. Somebody gotta do something to these fucking kids.
No, you can't say it. You can't say that. Fuck, he said, today's get it off your chest. Man, fuck these kids up.
Fuck these kids up, man.
That's gonna go viral.
No, listen, man. You can take away their phone. That might work for, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? If you take away their phone, it's like crack. They be in the room shaking and shit.
Nah, take that shit away, bro.
Or you know what you really do? This is how you get the kids. Cut off all Wi-Fi. And if you do that, you might not be able, you have to sleep with your door locked and everything because they might come in here and kill your ass.
Yo, I saw
if you cut off the Wi-Fi, these kids might go crazy.
I saw a video with a mom that cut off the Wi-Fi and the kid, I don't know, maybe 17, 18, wasn't like a real kid.
He was gonna fuck her ass up.
He broke through the door. He kicked through the door like the fuck, you saw that? He kicked through the door like the Incredible Hulk, yelling and shit, turn the Wi-Fi back on, like spazzing
The
out.
Wi-Fi is serious, man.
The Wi-Fi is life.
If you want to see everybody at once, all you gotta do is turn the Wi-Fi on. Just look down the hallway.
Every door coming out the blues and shit.
What happened to the
like,
Wi-Fi?
Like zombies, they be like,
where's the Wi-Fi? Oh, my phone don't work. Instagram.
like zombies.
TikTok. Remember they took TikTok? All they was crying. TikTok.
Oh my
TikTok.
God.
These kids are crazy, man.
They are.
You take away their phone, they punch you in the face and shit.
That's
Come to work, yo, Chris, what happened? Junior knocked me the fuck out. I had to get that nigga back his phone.
I took away his game.
Took away his phone. That nigga punched me in the eye.
Nah, man. Nah, that's
But,
crazy.
you know, this is how I'm getting off the chest, man.
All right, well,
I'm not gonna say fuck these kids up, but
I'm glad you got that off your chest. It
Yeah,
sounded like
man.
that was eating away
because
at
it
you.
hurt me. I wanted to slap that little nigga. I want to talk to your mama. Little nigga. Fuck wrong with this little nigga. I wanted to fuck that kid up. See, I couldn't do it.
Oh shit. Today's moment with Dr. Chris, I want to talk about shooting your shot, man. Shooting your shot and communicating with not necessarily women or men. I'm not talking about romantically.
Okay.
It could be business, it could be, you know, relationships, it could be anything. But sometimes, man, a lot of people have opportunities that are there in front of them, and they're scared to just talk to somebody and just, you know, be able to present what they have to bring to the table. And you could be missing out on your blessings, like the opportunity that we got by getting this place. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to just reach out and tell people what you're willing to offer them. And a lot of times they'll be willing to barter with you or be willing to, you know, work with you on whatever situation you're looking to make work. So if you have a business idea, shoot your shot. If you're looking for a girlfriend, shoot your shot. If you're a basketball player, shoot your fucking shot, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to go out there and tell people like us, for example. Perfect example. Old Man Gang. Every time I go somewhere, I give somebody a business card. I give somebody a flyer. I tell somebody, listen, I'm a content creator. I got this podcast or whatever. The most important sales tactic is not how well you sell your product. It's whether or not people know it exists. People cannot buy your product if they do not know it exists. And people won't know your product exists or your service exists if you don't shoot your shot and tell people about it. Today's moment with Dr. Chris is just basically about shooting that shot, man. Don't be afraid to get out there, tell people what you do, why you're the best at whatever it is you do, and why they should choose you to work with. Even if they're a stranger, man, it can't hurt.
Can't hurt.
Like,
man.
don't be afraid of rejection. It's nothing but rejection. You get rejected 10 times, it won't matter if that 11 times you reach success. So that's my moment with Dr. Chris.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to shoot your shot, man. Get out there.
Ballin'.
Let's talk about our sponsors. First,
Wow.
Our first sponsor is obviously this beautiful Prestige Palace
Absolutely.
that we're located at. It's Black business is really popping. So they
Popping
own this
out here,
whole like location right here on Merrick Road and what's that, Church?
Right
on Merrick Road
and Church Street.
Yeah, so like I said, if y'all looking to have a birthday party or a bridal shower, any type of event where you need a location, this is the spot. hit us
And-
up at the Old Man Gang, and we will plug you in.
We'll plug you in, and we'll even come to your event and cover it too.
Absolutely.
We'll cover your event. You make it look as good as us. I don't know. We're gonna try to make you look as good as. We also have the Taste of Seafood.
Yes.
And
That's
Freeport.
what it's called.
Also, we can't forget one of our favorite places, the Guest House.
Gang, chilling with my guy, Nolan, the owner and operator of Guest House. Nolan, why don't you tell everybody when you guys are open and tell them a little bit about some of the dishes that you guys offer here.
Okay, welcome to the Guest House. This is a modern Mediterranean restaurant. The only day we are closed is Tuesdays. Monday, we are open from 4 to 9. We have Industry Mondays, which are people that work in the restaurant industry really don't have a place to hang out on Mondays. So you come here, have a nice little vibe, nice music, nice dishes. Our most popular dish right now is our oxtail ragu, which is really good, really different. We have numerous appetizers from lollipop lamb chops to lollipop drumsticks. Ambiance really, really nice, and the food is even better. Guys, just come in, have a great time. We also are able to do private events. People want to do birthday parties, baby showers. We have party packages. You guys can come in, get a flyer with all of the prices. We can also do some customized stuff to suit your event as well. So everybody's welcome here at the Guest House.
Don't you guys have a Sunday brunch with some DJ that you guys?
Some DJ Zai, we rock. We do brunch from 11 to 4 on Sunday, and the vibe is crazy. So I guarantee you'll have a good time if you come down.
Nice. So come down to the Guest House. Give them the address before.
It's 2945 Hempstead Turnpike, Levittown, right near Tri-County.
There you go.
Yeah, so listen, shout out to all our sponsors. Make sure you guys support them. Black-owned businesses, Black-owned restaurants. and
Absolutely. And you know what? If you have any Black-owned businesses, barbershops, beauty salons, and you want the Old Man Gang to come down there and shout you out, help you get some more business, you know what I mean? You want to join the gang? Hit us up, man. Old Man Gang 247.
It could be anything.
Anything, man.
At
You got a
gmail.com.
food truck, you selling weed, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you got.
No.
Listen, weed is legal.
Dead ass.
You got a weed store? Hit us up, you know what I'm saying?
We'll come
The
make a
8th,
video.
The 9th, and the 10th, you know what I'm saying?
And
We'll come
all
make
the
a video.
videos that we make is original.
Original, you know what I'm
You know what
saying?
I'm
We
saying?
come up with something fabulous for you. You know, we got big surprises coming up. The Old Man Gang is doing big things in the future.
Mm-hmm.
You guys will be amazed at the power of two old men. Amazed.
That is correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Carmela, you got any last and final thoughts? We're gonna wrap it up early
What
tonight.
about Shannon Sharp? Did we forget about Shannon?
Did we forget about
What about Shannon?
Shannon got a girlfriend, 19 years old. He gonna choke her out or something.
Well, they already talked about that.
last
Yeah,
No,
we did.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
we did.
Nah,
We
he
can
got.
leave that
You
alone.
gonna leave Shannon alone?
Yeah, we can
It
leave
was
that.
the box, Skip.
We
We
gonna
going them
leave-
box.
We're gonna leave him alone.
No, we ain't listen. Yeah, we
We
gonna
can
leave,
leave
him
that alone. But any final thoughts? Any shout outs you want to make to anyone?
All my family who tuned in, thank you. Love
Thank
you.
you. We
Your
love
family,
Carmela's family.
your family always support,
They
man.
always support.
They are very supportive.
Mom is always there.
Yeah, my
We
mom.
love Mom.
My mama, my stepmom.
Mom, we hungry. What's for dinner? I know
Word.
she got some collard greens or something over there.
No, she made barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken?
Oh yeah, we about to pull up
I'm
on
about
you.
to pull up on you, Mom. How many wings you got?
Word.
Yes.
All right, well, listen, we're gonna wrap up the show. Nice little quick 1-2. Next week we will have a guest. We'll be back here probably at a little bit of a different
different
setting.
look, a different-
Yeah, we're gonna have a different look. We're gonna try to switch it up for
This
y'all
is nice, man.
each week.
This is
But
nice.
this is a staple. I think we should upgrade our sign too. We've had this for a long time.
Yeah, but that's, you know what I'm saying?
Since we started. Right?
Yeah, but that's nostalgia, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess. We won't get rid of it, but maybe we'll upgrade it
We'll upgrade it,
at
right?
some point.
Make it LED like agenda, like we're gonna put it on the ceiling.
Yeah, something. I don't know. We're gonna make something happen.
Okay.
But listen,
Yeah, they got lights on the ceiling.
but listen, that's it for tonight's show. Like I said, oldmangang247@gmail.com, at the Old Man Gang on YouTube. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and check out our video, man. The Odd Couple, the Black Odd
Yeah,
Couple,
on
on
TikTok,
Instagram and on TikTok.
Instagram, carrier pigeon. I'll send it to your
YouTube.
house. Mail. Yeah.
Like,
Amazon. It's
like
everywhere.
and share that video. We need that video to go viral so that we can make this series a thing. We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, the Black Odd Couple. Exactly.
Exactly.
So
So listen, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, stay healthy, stay strong, and stay safe. Old Man Gang out. Peace.
Peace.